The guidelines that keep people worldwide physically apart during the coronavirus pandemic have caused millions to suffer. And now, Dr. Anthony Fauci concedes that there was no science behind it. Dr. Anthony Fauci, who headed the National Institutes of Allergy and Infectious Diseases during the height of the pandemic, told Congress that the CDC's social distancing rule was an empiric decision that wasn't based on data. As per the Washington Examiner report, Fauci said in congressional testimony that he reviewed no scientific evidence behind the specific recommendations for masking children or maintaining 6-foot social distancing before advocating these policies during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. The revelations come after the full transcript of Fauci's closed-door interview session in January was released this June 2024. Committee Chair Brad Wenstrup wrote in a statement that Fauci also testified that the Lovelock hypothesis, which was often suppressed, was not a conspiracy theory, and that the policies and mandates he promoted may increase vaccine hesitancy in the future. Added to that, Fauci also admitted in the January interview that there was little science that backed requiring children to wear masks in public and at schools for almost 2 years. As per people who questioned Fauci in 2020, these no scientific evidence guidelines devastated the economy, small businesses, and families worldwide. During the peak of the pandemic, a lot of decisions were rooted in fear and brought with them life-changing consequences. Statewide lockdowns shattered businesses, school closings, all were based initially on the social distancing rule of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. According to the commentary report of Nicole Russell in USA Today, closing schools was devastating to kids, especially poor or otherwise disadvantaged children. Remote learning wasn't as effective as in-person learning, especially in the first year, as teachers had no time to prepare. Kids fell behind their grade levels. Pandemic closings resulted in 2 decades of learning loss. Anxiety and depression skyrocketed, especially among adolescents and teens. Kids with learning disabilities were completely left behind. Millions of people did not work at all or work fewer hours because their employers closed or lost business. Family-owned businesses were lost. Savings wiped, all for rules that had no real scientific basis. And now, Fauci did concede that some COVID-19 preventive measures may have gone too far and led to harmful outcomes. Even this seems too little too late, public must never forget its valuable lessons during the pandemic, so we don't repeat those mistakes again. I am Lovely Montoya of Manila STV.